Hello. Today's class we're going to talk about the syntax of the Chinese phrases, right? So let's begin, right? Every phrase has a subject, right? We have even a verb. So we'll call this predicate. Everything after is a subject, right? For example, um, if a person says, I like true, um, I like chocolate, right? If I say this phrase here, the subject is I, right? The verb is like, and the chocolate is the object, yes, direct object, right? Direct object, right? So we have this object here because I like what? Chocolate. So it's direct, right? If I say what, right? I like what? Chocolate. So it's the direct object, right? I like chocolate, and so I could say another phrase, right? Like um, I came, I came home, I came home yesterday, right? If I say this, I came home. What? This question here does not work. So I have to say when, right? I have to say when. Yes? And it's gonna be another thing. It's not gonna be more direct object. It's gonna be an adverb here, so it's not an object, right? So we have this kind here, and we have the indirect object, right? I talked to her. I talked to her. So I talked to her, right? The verb is here, right? The predicate is everything after the object, the subject, right? So everything here is the predicate, right? So I talked to who? To her, right? So this is the I talked to. So this is the indirect object. Yes. All right, but in Chinese language, right? How can we put how does this work? The syntax in the phrase, right? So we have here the subject plus predicate. It works like that. You have a subject, right? And you have a predicate like English, right? So we have here in the predicate a verb, and you can have a direct and indirect object. So you have first to put the indirect object, right? You can put here the indirect object, yes, and after this you put the direct object, right? Like this. And if we have a kind of adverb, right, that describes location, right? So we have to put before, yes? So we have to put here subject plus location or adverb of place, right? So let's put here adverb of place. And we put the rest here, we put the remaining things here plus the verb phrase, yes? Phrase, right? And the adjectives are in the verb phrase, yes? And the adjectives is an object, right? Direct object. So it is in this part here, the adjectives, yes? So we have subject plus adverb of place plus verb phrase, yes? So if we had adverbs of time, we would put before, yes? We would put here plus adverb of time plus adverb of place. Remember that this is the verb phrase, yes? So adverb of time plus adverb of place plus verb phrase, yes? Verb phrase, right?